You were flying. Coming in a little hot in the big crane. Try it. You. It doesn't work. Oh man.
Well, the job site's on the other side of the building.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
side.
yeah. We got to take this.
Side of the wall.
We got to take this container to get it turned into something.
Oh, that's right. We got to take it to the steel.
Yeah. Oh my. Don't mind me. I'm king of the world up here. Come on, Jack. Let's go. Wait.
Wait, what?
Like, no, Titanic. Rose. Jack.
I understand, but why are you Jack? Why are you say let's go Jack?
That means I'm Rose. Oh, dang
That's
it.
right.
Never mind.
Here's a small couch. I'll draw you like one of my French girls.
That movie changed my life. I was way too young to see that, but you know, it's okay.
Right.
I went to see it opening weekend.
Really?
Oh, we got to do 3 of these.
Are they stackable?
No, they're not. Hang on one second. I'll ride with you. Are we going to need a crane on the other end? Let's go.
Are we sure that they're not stackable? All right, they're not.
I'm pretty sure they're not stackable. We tried. We had to haul some.
Even like disconnect it. Dang.
Yeah. We had to haul some the other day, and they were not about it. Unfair, pretty much. Fire Shadow, yeah. Yeah, I went to see Titanic opening weekend with my sister. And
awkward.
Yeah, it was. Less awkward than if it was like parents.
Yeah.
Saying. But
yeah, but how old was your sister? Is she much older than you? Like, you know.
Yeah.
Like a grown-up old at the time?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh Lord, still weird.
She is, let's see, like 8 years older than me. Something like that. Yeah. Do I accept ideas? What do you mean, Jay Freedom? What's up? What you got, bro? 7 years older than me? Probably like 7 years older than me or something like that. I don't really know how old my siblings are. I have a brother that's 2 years older than me and a brother that's 5 years older than me, and then after that, good luck. I don't know. There's too many of them to keep track of, you know? Just saying. Too many. Oh no. Polar Bear, are you speaking from personal experience? Okay. I got you, Jeffrey, thank you. Any advice to make money? Just play the game, do the jobs, you know. Try to buy equipment when you can. Don't lease everything, but just, you know, play the game. Oh no. Okay, so the Polar Bear wins. He went with his grandma. See Titanic. Polar Bear wins.
That went over well.
What's up?
Want to go see Titanic with your grandma?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Don't
awkward.
send me the game name by chance.
My name? This is the
golf password.
Yes. This is the American map. This is the map that we are currently on. I would like to get through this one, then honestly go play the Europe one. 'Cause I'm digging this game. I'll probably, like, after Tuesday, we'll probably play this game a little less, but yeah. Your grandma wanted to see the Baywatch movie and you took her. Oh yeah, that is interesting. Yeah. Oh goodness, that's kind of funny. That is amusing.
Hey, my grandma was a big Dwayne the Rock Johnson guy, woman too. You know?
Oh really?
Yeah.
My grandma was the biggest fan of Chuck Norris.
Really?
Walker, Texas Ranger. If you said
Yeah.
a word when that show was on, you got kicked out of her condo. She was
Container
not having.
is already there.
Would you set one down, Trent?
I think I set it down a little too high.
I don't know where it's at though, because it's not here. Barry, you should be able to use that crane allegedly. To lift the crane on the truck. Yeah, Trent, there's 3 open slots here for we don't have any containers over here, Trent. You know.
Where's the cargo holding area?
There's nothing in our warehouse. So I don't know. Oh, you mean like the cargo holding area of the job?
Yeah, the job site.
It could be there, yeah.
Because usually it seems like whenever they fall through the map, they either appear at the job or your warehouse.
Here you go, left.
Yeah, 20,000 more dollars.
$1,000 for what?
Our account total.
Oh. Well, I got you. If you want to fast travel, feel free.
Yep.
Yeah. This job is going to be over 2 mil, which is pretty crazy. Not gonna lie, it's pretty crazy. Alright, Trent, we're here. Well, almost here. I just turned a corner and there's a container flying. Trey, what's going on, man? How are you? Poppin'. Yeah, once you do a couple of the jobs, like, money starts rolling, you know? We're at the point now where we own every piece of equipment that we have. Trey, I'm doing great, man. Thanks for asking.
Get an excavator.
Yeah, we don't own an excavator yet.
We're gonna need one though.
Yeah,
Do not buy the Atlas. I mean, the Atlas was nice for that little spot, but
we'll buy the big cat.
yeah, the big cat was pretty.
Yeah. Hold Y on an Xbox controller there, Black Cat. Hold Y. Trent, do you find the 3rd container or no?
Not here.
Okay. Why'd you try setting it down in the first place? That's the real question.
It didn't even gave me. I don't know why it let me unhook it from that distance. Usually they don't. Unless like on the ground or that green here.
Don't know. The man, we're just, you know, doing it. We finished up with the one we call the hippie chick. We finished doing all her jobs, her contracts for us. We finished all that tonight. We built an observatory. Finished building it. We started it yesterday. And now we are working for the dude for the haba. I guess I need to skip this.
Possibly, yeah.
We'll just skip it and move on. Get her done. All right.
Oh, we need an excavator.
All right. Let me go acquire that. Make it happen. Okay. If we're doing it, chat, we're gonna do it. That's only 250,000. Really?
The steel.
Ben. I mean, that's a lot of money, but whatever. We're gonna be
I
making
have
so
to
much
buy
money off
another
here.
one.
Do what?
You'll never need another one for a while.
I mean, we'll need a second one maybe for some jobs. Okay. Like that job we did yesterday where we dug for 2 hours. Parking garage. I don't exactly remember because it was over 2 streams. I don't remember. To be honest with you, it was 3 or 4 hours probably.
We might need 2 excavators now.
Uh-oh.
This is a pretty good site.
Troy, it sounds great, buddy. Sounds great. Well, how deep do we have to go, though?
I don't think you know until you start digging.
Yeah. Wait a second here, I'll get out in the middle and just take a test tool, you know, pretend like we're gold mining.
I'm gonna start in the corner.
I'm just gonna start literally right here.
Alright.
I think this game's worth getting. I mean, I think it's worth getting, yeah. If you're playing in single player, it's gonna take you a long time, but totally just missed the truck.
It's about 1 scoop deep.
1 scoop deep over this whole area, huh? Well, we have a wheel loader. And we have a dozer. Want to bring those in, maybe? I don't know. We can definitely bring those in and see what we can do with those two, right? Falling in the hole. Falling in the hole, I just do. Ajax, yeah, I'm aware.
Up BRB.
Alright.
Got the payloader.
Bring the dozer and get it done. Yeah, the dozer might be good for this too. Dozer, loader, anything. Left, you want to go find something else, you can.
I think one of excavator would work better, honestly.
Think.
Yeah.
I know, I just don't have your D8.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it's pretty nice.
I haven't
Kinda
used
bought
it yet.
After left,
Get another excavator and see if we can.
left talked me into getting one.
You can rent one. We can't buy one. We got to keep
Yeah,
some
we're
money.
below that $500,000 mark.
We're gonna need materials, concrete and stuff. We're 2% chat. Oh God. 2%.
Hi, John.
Hey, how's it going? Wow.
Are you able to dump it in the ocean?
No. Jimmy's pants. What's going on, man? How are you? First off, second off, the game is a lot of fun. I have been enjoying it quite a bit. Why?
Left, is there any step in the job that we need Bill?
It's true because we could
So-
pile it off to the side.
We'll need gravel delivery soon.
Come back that truck up a little more.
Barrels, concrete.
I got it. I'm coming.
A lot of concrete.
I started the pile just in case.
You're just burning rubber with that truck in reverse.
So, would you like me to dump this somewhere? Or would you like me to just sell it?
Nothing.
If we don't
And,
have anything that needs fill, I say we just sell it. Yeah. just sell it. It's fun. So try to load the truck if you can. It's extra money. Need to see. Gotcha, crazy about yeah, it's definitely good in multiplayer. I mean, there's hello. Some desync issues. But it's nice to have multiplayer for jobs like this where you know, this is gonna be a big job, so that's okay. We will be fine. Yes, it's literally just like one scoop deep. It's not that bad necessarily. Well, that's right. That was good. Now that I don't know about, Jeff. If we can stockpile for later use, there are. Hang on. There's like these dumpsters on the map, but I don't know. I don't think, no, we can't put stuff there. I don't know. I would say no. That would be nice though, I won't lie. But it's really not that bad. If we need some dirt, we can buy some dirt later. It's not that big of a deal.
I imagine Bear's getting filled up pretty quick now.
3 of us, yeah. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? Thanks for that follow as well. Appreciate you guys. Welcome in, everybody. How y'all doing?
I'm still not down enough in my little hole I've been digging.
Alright, I'm gonna relocate slightly.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna back up.
All like 3 musketeers over here. All for one? Brent, no, back up.
Oh man. So actually, Left, if you can get your tracks turned the other way, okay, I'll back up. Bear keeps moving across like he just did, right? Mm-hmm. And then Left, you get your tracks turned the other way, and you basically dig next to Bear. I'll dig behind Bear. That make sense? Mm-hmm. And we'll just pitter patter our way across the whole thing here. And I'll reach out and grab what I can over here. We'll try not to, you know, hit excavators too much. This is where we need the big.
It's just touch and tut.
Yeah,
buckets.
yeah. We're getting the high fives. That's okay.
Like Gold Rush, right?
Yeah. We need to get around and slap our dads together too while we're at it. What's my take on the game? I'm absolutely in love with the game. Multiplayer is pretty good. It does have some desync, I won't lie. From time to time, but for the most part, it's pretty good. We're in a commercial district. It's okay for the noise. Nice sand camp. Welcome in, man. Pretty fun. Not gonna lie. That sounds like fun, Sam. Then you got Trent over there, and I think he's just gonna make it worse for us.
I'm not gonna be able to move here in a second.
I know. He's gonna block you in. We're gonna have to get the other dump truck, like the rock truck, which it probably wouldn't work either. man. We're making it disappear. We're doing it. It is Trent in the game with us. Sure is. Saying him.
Yeah, because I'm not banned.
My plan is
What is this gonna be? Bear Island in a second?
my plan is falling apart, hasn't it, Bear? It was such a good plan too.
It was so good. We were gonna be done in like 10 minutes.
It was gonna work well.
You want me to try to keep pushing this material to you guys, or?
Are you getting deep enough though? Oh, you are for the most part, yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh no, I hit the wrong button. Oh no.
Get back on your island.
Well,
It's not a returnable offer.
coming.
Please get back on your island.
I'm on an Xbox controller, Sir Billy.
Or please designate your new island.
We might have to make a ramp for Bear just to get back on his island.
You guys call me
Bear,
Jorah
I might-
Mormont because I'm on
Might be
Bear
able to
Island.
push you back up on your island.
Oh man, I think this is where we need the other dump truck. I'll have to look at buying one of those eventually. Yeah, I'm on Xbox controller. Works fairly well, not gonna lie. Fairly well. I actually enjoy it quite a bit. Oh man, we're getting it done. That's what matters, right?
Somehow we are.
Kind of anyway.
Efficiently, that's another question for another day.
I don't know about best video game ever, but it is fun.
Is it throwing you off every time I empty when you're about to dump into the
Yeah,
the
it's
bucket
kinda weird.
in the bag? Yeah.
A little bit.
I think we might have to upgrade to the D8.
I would say maybe in addition to that dozer. I really like that dozer. Of course, I haven't used the D8 yet, but not sure about in-game, but the mine trucks are fun to operate. Yes, I'll play Farm Sim again. I'm not retired from it. I'm definitely will get back into Farm Sim. Yeah, I know I gotta, Farm Sim, it's my root, so I'll get back to it. I'm just having a lot of fun with this game. We'll definitely get back into Farm Sim. Pumps and Hoses comes out Tuesday. I don't have it early, but I'll be playing it Tuesday. And yeah, it'll be a good time. So we will get back into Farm Sim, yes. Well, if you just dump dirt on his truck, then it makes it tough.
Well, lucky for me, I'm wearing a hard hat.
I'm still sitting on my island and dig around it. That's my goal right now.
I mean, I'm kind of putting Bear on his side almost.
Goodness, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? He's got Left Island going on over here. I feel like this is one of those like territory games where you try to like get your territory. Like in Fall Guys, the hexagon thing or something. You're trying to like mine out your other. Oh man, that's funny. No way, Sean. We're playing Farm Sim with Pumps and Hoses, buddy. We're doing that. We'll be on there Tuesday. Don't worry. Tomorrow, I'm playing Construction Sim, though. I'll tell you that right now. I know the title's kind of telling you different, but Carson actually didn't know what my plans were for tomorrow, so. Trent's making a mountain back here. Are you putting me on an island now, Trent? Oh, man.
Tell you what, the dirt graphics are pretty darn good.
I mean, they're not horrendous, right?
It's not bad. I mean, a little, you know, a little glitchy in the multiplayer, but
Yeah. Yeah. But realistic. Pardon
look
me.
at guys.
Excuse me.
I'll just lean to the left so it's easier for you to talk.
It makes it easier for me to dump into your trailer, into your box. Yeah. It's easier. Kuma Island. Very much.
Got something behind you, John.
Yeah, I see it back there. Kind of reminds you of the Gold Rush dirt. Yeah, a little bit. I think it behaves better though. Personally. Hard to line up when the truck's so, like, you know, on its side. Oh man. I mean, this isn't like a bad way to do this job where Trent's kind of pushing it to the loader, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe in real life, you know, say keep the truck up by the road somewhere and have your dozers pushed to your excavator. It wouldn't be a bad way to go about this.
Yeah, in real life we'd have a plan though, and start far away and then get closer to the road.
And we'd stick to it too.
Yeah.
We had a plan, it's just, it quickly fell apart.
Plan just gets changed, modified, you know.
Sounds like your tractor plan.
Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Yeah. But I think the thing about that dozer, by the way, is the speed of it. That's what I like about that dozer. That dozer's quick. The D8, of course, I haven't driven it yet, but I feel like it's a lot slower.
Image mountain, so.
True.
Trying to figure out my bucket.
Chris, is it worth putting the scope all the way to high? I would say so. You get a lot more money. Yeah. This game is relaxing to watch. Awesome. Glad you're enjoying the stream. I think that's what that would mean, right? Just saying. But yeah, no. So Farm Sim chat, you guys. That's like my main game. All the people that are normally here, you guys know. Farm Sim's like the bread and butter for Puma Plow. You know what I'm saying?
You guys might have to get off your 3 islands pretty soon.
Changing the scope actually changes how much of the earth moving or how much of the pouring the concrete you have to do, that kind of stuff. And oh god, the paving in this game satisfying. Nice. I haven't really done a lot of that, but it is, the little bit I've done is pretty satisfying. Yeah.
Looks like I'm not the only one that's helping Bear move.
No. Oh no. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So, where we put the dump truck now? I need to get off my island, I guess, huh?
Yep. Actually, if you go off, yeah, on that side,
And then dig it out.
and then dig it, and then I'll just stay right here.
Yep. Exactly. That is this job site right now, Black Cat. Leonard, hello. How are you? All right, Trent, don't push it away. Okay. Oh god, I left.
Oh, hi, John.
How's it going?
You kept your options.
I didn't realize you moved over there.
I'm gonna dig out my island now. Okay.
Left is like, what is it, Zoolander? You can only turn left.
I mean, it happens. But if I dig out my island and then we work towards the street now. Trent, why don't you start like turn and start pushing towards that front right corner. If you're looking out towards the road, like away from the wheel loader. And I probably will need your help back here again in a minute, but for right now. Uh-oh.
Can you help there, Bear?
Nope.
I know a operator that can help you.
Is help the right word, Trent?
Depends on the situation, yes.
Okay. I hate dumping in the truck sideways, but we'll make it work. I kind of tend to miss a lot.
Sounds like you problem.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Not wrong at all. Use the arcade mode. I think it's on arcade mode, right? I don't know. I actually know what the difference is.
I think it depends on the operator.
I know the crane mode. I have that like where it's enabled, and
Hi,
so like,
John.
what?
Actually, when you guys hold on, when you guys dump this load, hold on 1 second.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna move forward, just dig out behind where my back tires are, and I'll make a turn. I'll turn.
oh, you're
It's
good.
easy for you to dump into me.
You're good. Left can have the good way of dumping for now. We'll make it work. Yeah, I think mine might be set to the arcade one, but the crane setting I wouldn't mind changing. Because you've like the more you hold it down, the faster it turns and stuff. I don't necessarily like that. It works.
Is there a spot in the menu where you can figure out like how much per day you're selling in materials or anything like farm sim?
Finances.
I don't know.
There's
I think-
finances you can look at.
There are finances, but I don't know how detailed they are, you know? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think Trent's onto it with that dozer for this job. Pretty good way to move the piles. Trent, you want to push this like right here at me? Pile it up a little bit. There you go. Kind of clean it up. We are full currently, Leonard. Yes, sir.
Guys, if you look at it from the right angle on your camera, it almost looks like we know what we're doing.
You gotta like smear Vaseline on the lens first, though, right?
You gotta squint and look and stand on one foot.
Yeah. I don't know. We're making plenty of money on dirt.
Yeah, we are. We're making good progress too. I feel like this isn't bad. Once we get like this island cleaned up here.
Which one?
This peninsula that I'm working on. Kind of terrifying when you're sitting there and all of a sudden you see an excavator bucket coming in your camera view.
Chet
Oh.
really didn't know they were going to get a geography lesson today. Islands, peninsulas,
Right.
archipelagos. I mean, come on.
Never know what you're gonna get here from Watch. Never know. Oh man. Trent, if I get this opened up enough, then you can take this pile, the peninsula back here, right? And push it towards the front. Just trying to get you a path in here. Hang on, not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, push my other pile back here.
What other pile? Oh, you're okay. It's just such it's such a far way to like swing the from where I'm digging to where I'm dumping. Try this job in first person. I mean, I don't know about dumping up in the truck in first person, but the digging part's not bad. Yeah, the digging's not bad.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if
You're
I got
pro.
any of that in your truck.
Oh, that was all in. Nothing but net.
Problem is, there's a top of my cab. I can only see so far up.
Shh, Chad doesn't know if you missed or not. It's okay.
Exactly. They can't really see it, so.
The dozer's not too bad in the cab.
No, dozer's not bad.
Kind of cool. I had the cab rattles.
Yeah. Wait, are you pushing all that? Trent, hang on. What are you doing?
Trent's bringing in more dirt.
Trent, why?
More money.
I mean, you do have a point. Oh man, I totally missed.
No, you're 90% of it went in.
Wow. Trent, quit bringing more dirt in here.
Actually, Trent, if you're looking to push something over here in the corner by left, needs a cleanup.
There you go.
I mean, clean up in aisle left for Dad, please.
We have past John's little micro islands over here.
Hey man, we're doing it.
We tried to recreate Micro-Asia, okay? Just relax. A little bit of the Philippines, Malaysia.
It happens,
Hawaii.
Are we playing GeoGuessr now?
Dang.
Sydney Opera House, my final answer.
That's one of those if you know stories. Oh man. Everything was Sydney Opera House that night. Leonard, hello.
What am I stuck on?
How's it going?
Good.
Oh, your little dirt pile there I'm stuck on.
Gonna make yourself a root beer float. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds killer.
It does kind of sound good. Okay, I'm all backwards and I'm doing it, chat. I don't like the camera view I have right now, but we're doing it.
You can use your mouse.
Yeah. Here, Trent, come clean up this now. Push this towards the dump truck. We are doing it. This is good. Man.
All right, I'm gonna move up a little bit. That way you guys should be able to.
Oh, Trent, not there.
That's where the dump truck was.
Push, hang on, I gotta get my tracks orientated again. Push from where the pile is over here towards left. And I'm gonna set up next to Bear. And I'll grab it from this side here. How do you make a root beer float? Magic? Yes. See what you're saying there, Troy. I get it. I don't like it, but I get it.
No, you don't like it. You love it.
I did actually would kill for a root beer float right now.
This is, I mean, how do you make one for it?
Definitely magic, okay.
Well, it would have to be magic tonight because I don't have any root beer or ice cream.
I have root beer in the house. We're out of ice cream.
An open root beer would float just by default.
True.
Touche. How you doing, buddy?
Troy, how is you?
Hey, man, I'm tired, but I'm here, right?
You know, if you're tired, Troy,
You got a bed.
there's a hot beverage you could probably drink. It would pick you up.
Chat, we're just gonna walk over here a little bit, get farther away from the truck, make life a little easier. Didn't
Hey,
tell.
Bear. Bear,
Yes, sir.
Would you like to remain being able to play with John in his online
I
game?
would. I would very much so. Like
okay.
that. Thank you.
You need Troy.
Button layouts, slash controls of the game, they're not bad. I mean, it's all fully customizable too if you want to. Oh my god. Nope, that was, you didn't see that chat. Sand can't stop. I only play bad when Sand's here. Sand is here. It's
So
the
I'm
only
about
time
2
I...
foot away.
Huh?
I said just about 2 foot over the other side of it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I only miss when Sand Camp's here though.
You didn't miss on my end. This camera angle didn't miss.
As I said earlier, I hate loading on this side of the truck. But
Or
having
loading
to...
on the tarp side.
Oh, just the side on the truck. I like loading from the back or the front of a truck because, you know, a whole lot easier. Saying. It's a lot harder to miss when you load the long way on the truck, you know what I mean? Or the other way. You know what I mean, chat.
Sorry, left. I'm gonna reposition.
Here, let me just clean this random pile of dirt that I don't know why is here. Let's clean that up.
Is that the equivalent of leaving a skipper?
Yeah. Where's my auger wagon guy to clean this up for me? Trent?
That job does not start. My office job does not start until Monday.
And nobody's gonna comment that left was missed, okay? Nobody's gonna say a word. We probably need to get Bear out of the hole here and get excavators out.
That's all right. There's a ramp over there by Trent.
So,
Hey, yeah, you're welcome. I was thinking ahead. Yeah.
well, that corner, I guess, needs a lot of attention off to your left, doesn't it, Bear?
Working on
Yeah,
it.
that is mainly only
Yeah,
push.
Yeah,
push
left's
by
got
me.
that.
Oh. Yeah, Trent, keep bringing me dirt.
Trying to clean up your skippers.
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. So technically, yeah, we are selling the dirt. There are two different ways to sell dirt in this game. One is the fast sell, which is what we are doing. The other one is to actually take it to the gravel pit and sell it. You do make twice as much dirt if you take it to the gravel pit, but in this situation, we wouldn't be able to dig the whole time he's, like, you know, running dirt. So, like, for efficiency reasons, it just makes sense to kind of just do it this way, you know. So we're still making money on the dirt. Like I said, we could be making a lot more, but that's okay. We're still making some.
I mean, I had to have emptied what, at least 15 times, 20 times.
Yeah, we had less than
Hey.
$500,000 before, didn't we?
Yeah, $3 grand on average a pop.
We're like $4 grand below.
Oh no, we're hooked.
You got a left.
High five.
I've
Very nice.
pretty much. So it's all
Actually,
good.
if you guys want to try to fill me one more time,
Yeah, we should be about
There you
done.
go.
and then because I don't think the percentage isn't going to go up until I sell.
So go ahead and sell real quick. And I'm kind of just gonna back up and let Trent push up the pile, honestly, is what we need to do. Barry, you want to reset and put yourself out on the street, or try to get out to the street there? Do more than 4 people. Oh yeah, fire. To keep up with two excavators of this size, you would need some. You would need an army of trucks, yeah. For sure. Trent, stay inside the yellow line, my guy. It's like lines. What are those? Well, now I was gonna drive through here, but
I'm coming to you.
let's see. Come on.
1%.
There's a nice little mound to the left of John now too, Trent. If you want to push that like down that line, I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah. Oh, right here. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Not there. Right here. There we go. We got it.
We want to make more money.
I don't care. Okay, 'cause technically we can keep hauling dirt out if we want. Alright, I'm just gonna... Nope. Don't mind me, I'm just taking over this parking lot with the excavator, okay? Nothing to see here.
Oh, I mean, I'm also making donuts in the street.
This is about to be a ton of gravel, y'all.
You want to try to get a rock truck, or you just want to do it with this?
Let's just do it with that truck. We'll do it with that truck / the dozer, I guess.
Hey, look, I made a construction entrance.
I was like, why are we filling it? It fills it so full. Kind of crazy, honestly.
And just dump it right there.
See, yep, we're good. I mean, I know I could have seen, I know. Technically, an excavator's like hardly ever stuck, I know. Trent, you good? Back forward?
Hold on, I'm getting there.
Are you stuck? You should be able just to tip and drive.
I'm trying to mount it higher than 2 inches. If you guys look at your X-ray scan,
Yeah.
just a simple coat won't do it.
Oh, you're right, yeah. Yeah. Alright.
You know, we
That's
need
what I'm
to
saying.
make DA.
You need a rock truck.
Yeah. Don't need a D8, do we? It's only $200,000. No big deal. Or something, right?
Find one.
I got a rock truck.
Up there, I'll grab it.
Should be getting in it right now, allegedly. What's going on? We just dug out for probably like a foundation type thing. I'm putting a pad in, I would assume. Wait, what was that? What do we spend? Oh, we might spend money on gravel, I guess. But now we're dumping gravel.
This one path, we're basically almost done.
Really? Well, I'm here with a rock truck. Man, you guys are like almost done, aren't you?
That does not make any sense at all.
I don't know. There you go. Wasted $200,000.
Yeah, you have one now.
Hey, look, chat, it's the rock truck.
Hey, we have a rock truck, chat. We're good to go. Look at us. I mean, this will be nice to have, actually. So, okay. Gonna go park it down here. We're probably not gonna use it the rest of this job, right? Where's our roller? Is that?
Hey, does anybody else want something from the Rusty Roast?
No. Did the roller make it down here, or is it somewhere else?
No, it is
Still
on
on
the
the truck.
marina.
I was still thinking it was at the last job, the 2 jobs ago. Somebody in that now?
It should be on the back of a trailer.
Oh, that's the problem. Okay, hang on. I can't get in it.
Get in the concrete truck.
I got it. We're good. We're good.
Speaking of, we're probably gonna need that next, right?
Probably. Concrete truck, pumper truck. We'll probably need them all. The models do look pretty good in this game, honestly. I mean, is it visually the best looking game I've ever seen? No. But it's pretty darn good. I mean, it looks decent, you know? Really, if the game looked worse, like, I wouldn't really care. It's about how's the construction part, you know? And the construction part's pretty spot on as far as I'm concerned. Pretty fun. So, yeah. And I like the ability to fast travel. Somebody just jumped in the... Whoa, oh, God.
Don, you
Okay.
can't park there.
Apparently, here. Can we get this...
Sir, excuse me.
Can we get this
Can't park
roller?
there.
Left. Get that roller going. We need to clear a little room down this here, boys. Like that dozer and... Yeah. Alright, left. Go ahead and do that. I'm going to take this truck to the shop and go ahead and fill our shopping list up. Sure, we're going to need some supplies. Supplies. Now we have to compact the gravel. Just saying. What they're working on currently. And we'll get a bunch of material. How much we need? Where do we go with this one? It's got to be right here somewhere, right? This one? Oh, that door. Okay.
The service.
Oh my goodness. I might definitely need that other trailer. This is a healthy shopping list, boys. Oh my.
Too bad you don't need the portable toilet.
Okay, that was our shopping list, and it would not load because my truck's not big enough, so... Oh my goodness. Wow. That's a lot of stuff.
Which shop are you at?
I'm at the one like down in town, kind of like north. Yeah, there you go.
Welcome, Bear.
Oh, well, thank you, Trent.
Wait, did you fast travel him here?
He fast traveled.
Oh,
I guess you got in the driver's seat right before I did.
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on?
You beat me to it.
Gonna be a tall load. No, we'll just... It's not gonna be a tall load. We'll do it right. I mean, you can only haul so much anyway, you know? Only haul so much. Yeah, if you just want to set that there, Trent, that'll be fine.
Alright, put the common goods on one trailer.
Yep, try to organize a little bit, right?
Oh,
Right.
that one back there is not straight.
I noticed that after I set it down. I'll fix it. I got it. I didn't realize there was more of that too. Yeah, there's like 9 of those or something. Quite a bit of a load here. I like, hey, I need help, and Trent's just loading my trailer. Like your trailer now. Oh, can you put that up there? Oh. Okay. Is that the last of those?
Don't mind me. Just quality control checking.
Hey, somebody has to. Trying to dig out more rebar over here. Not that I can probably carry it all, but or you can go find the delivery truck and grab that if you want. I think it still has some material on it, actually.
I think it does.
We need to do something with that stuff. I don't know that we're gonna need it. Hang on, Trent. Hang on, Trent. Hang on, Trent. Come on. Well, the compacting's
I say,
done.
don't mind me. I'm just trying to sneak underneath your
I know.
crane.
We really shouldn't be using 2 cranes like this at a time, but you know what? It works. Definitely working. It's not the best, not legit, but it works.
There you go, Bear. You can take those forms.
There you go. You can probably put him up on top of what he has, right? Oh. If I get this rebar on here, I'm gonna call my load done.
I can't get that one, Bear.
Should be able to grab it.
Can't grab that last wood.
You can't grab that wood? Okay, hang on. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to either. I can't get my crane to angle that far because I'm
I
hitting.
think it's because of that concrete.
Not because I'm hitting the material on my trailer. All right, left will have you supplies eventually, I swear.
Take your time.
We got quite the crane circus going on over here right now.
But
Where do you want this?
I guess I'm right next to the green stuff.
Oh. Put the other one behind it there, huh? Oh, come on, I had it. Here we go.
Organized chaos.
Dude, it's organized though. It is definitely organized. What? Chad, I just got a notification from Twitch. Thanks for the hydrate. Oh, my cup's empty. Hold on. I just got a notification. They're giving me the form to opt out of the new cheering experience again. The direct purchase cheering thing.
That when we now opt out?
I don't know. Oh, man. Very strange. Very, very strange, chat. I don't know. We got ourselves a convoy. Yeah, fast travel, you mean? Like this? Convoy. Oh man.
We dump all
Tyler.
this in that that white zone.
To be honest, we'll just unload what we need when we need.
Okay.
Is the way I like to do it.
All right, then I will move this out of the way.
I mean, we do have the big crane. Okay. Okay, so Trent, you need a rebar. I've got those. Or left, you got the big crane?
Grab
Yeah,
that one cable off of mine.
I'm working on it. There's a light in the way, so it's taking that.
Okay. Hopefully I can do the rebar. If not, you can grab it. I'll try. Yeah, I just don't know about the whole cheering thing. I don't know about that. And that's weird. They're already giving me like a, hey, you want to opt out of it again? Like, what?
I like the floating rebar.
What do you mean floating rebar?
I don't see your crane.
Oh. Need to unpack that, I guess?
There. The foreman.
So, do we need more supplies right away? Oh, it's concrete time. Okay. This game released last Tuesday. Game is out. Xbox, PlayStation, Steam. It is available. Where are you putting that concrete pumper to be able to reach everything, though? I have to put it over here where the driveway was. I don't know.
Yep, I'm thinking right there, Trent.
But I was thinking too.
Yep, somewhere right around there. Maybe a little bit off, but
Yeah, so you get too close to
yeah, you.
the thing to work to use it too. So just port with the truck. Oh, you'd have to drive in there. That's not. We're not doing that. We'll pump it.
Plus, you really wouldn't drive on top of rebar.
Okay, fine. We'll get the bucket for the crane shot. Jeez. Okay. You've been on Harvest and Lost Dragon days. I gotcha. All good, man. Yep, it came out Tuesday. Came out Tuesday.
Doing a good job, Trent. I'm proud of you.
Hey, can you take a slump test while you're in there?
Anyone got a broom? I could just, kind of push it.
Yeah. Hang on. I got this. Hang on. I know exactly what we need to help with pouring this concrete. I got this.
A dozer.
I need more.
I mean, spoiler alert.
What, you need more concrete? Yep. This is what we need, Chad, to help spread the concrete out, right? This is how we do it, right? Yeah. Did the plumbing... Yes, plumbing inspector totally signed off on that. Yep.
Are you fully extended, Trent?
Yeah, that's fully extension. I can't get that tiny little bit.
I'm helping, right, Trent?
I mean, at least you're getting good lighting. We're in the dark.
What's my real opinion? I am having a great time with this game. I know I'm kind of goofing right now, but I really do like this game quite a bit. So, yep, I enjoy it. It's fun. It's a fun game. There's some mist out here for lighting, Trent. Probably not a bad idea. Man, what are you doing?
Playing Jenga, looks like.
Slow down. Can you run tower cranes? Yes. We do own one. Currently, we don't have it on this job, but we do have one, yes. I don't think there's a spot on this job site for it. There has to be a spot on the job for it. Not every job is going to have it, but a lot of them do. A lot of them do.
Right where I'm standing, Trent.
That slab's going to crack so bad. Yep. You can bucket the concrete, yeah. I haven't done it yet, but yes, you can. Gosh, Tyler, it's a fun game, man. Pouring concrete like with the pumper is a little tedious in single player, I will tell you that. Because you do have to jump out of the pumper and jump into the concrete truck to refill the truck, or you can drive and go get more concrete if you want. We just do like the fast byways, pretty easy and keeps us going. So yeah. So we tend to do a lot. Oh, there is a spot on this job for the tower cranes right there. Flying Alley, George. I didn't know that. We'll probably go ahead and we own one, so we can assemble it and get it on site if we want. If you guys want to do that, go ahead. Right ahead. So yeah.
That area is blocked.
I need to back up a little bit. It's kind of finicky.
I'm not even in the cones.
I believe we are building a bar.
Can't be in the cone when you're trying to do it left.
There you go. There's our tower crane, chat. I believe we're building a bar right now, chat.
It's a hotel.
Hotel. Oh.
Top left.
Oh, it does say hotel up there, doesn't it? Never mind. Why was he talking about a bar then? Is the hotel going to have a bar in it?
Well, naturally.
Okay. Okay. So you can't have concrete delivered. You can go get concrete from the gravel pits around the map, yeah. Or you can just do what I'm about to do here in a second. Just refill the truck. This container hotel is the longest project in the game. Really? That's fun. I'm here for it. That's what we're doing. Gonna be awesome. All right. The powered scooter. That would be fun. That would actually be a lot of fun. The powered screeder. Does you gotta go out there and finish the concrete? That would be really fun. What's next on the list? You guys, do we need like go get anything or?
It's parts and unpacking.
Okay. I want to make sure we're looking
Then
ahead.
after that, it's materials, concrete,
Okay.
placement.
Probably a lot of concrete. At some point, I guess we have to go get those containers again, right?
That's correct.
After we get our big trailer emptied. Probably when that would work. When that would be the time. I guess, I mean, well, can we go get those now? Does that have...
No, it's towards the end, so we're good for a while.
Okay, I didn't know if we wanted to like unload the big trailer and get that stuff on site, at least one of them.
Actually, I take that back.
Well, there's some special deliveries, so those come without us having to move them, right?
I think so. Yeah.
They should show up somewhere right where me and John is, I think.
Yeah. Somewhere, yeah, within reach of that tower crane, probably, yeah. Will be good. Hi there, left. How's it going?
I'm just helping.
Now Barrico gets in the other crane and drops the hook just for fun. Yeah, he's helping too, right? Oh, here it comes. Wait, who's in that crane? Oh, that's your crane. Never mind. You actually will interfere with Trent's boom, so.
Professional concrete pourer at this point, he's got it.
Something like that. We're definitely, I guess I'll run over there with the truck to get that corner, huh?
Oh, you can't reach over here, Trent?
He can't reach that corner, no. As far out as he could go.
I can hear that car stereo from over here.
They are kind of real, aren't they?
That was too real, dude.
Boom, boom, boom. It's like, who's in my neighborhood?
I was like, a...
Oh, okay. Wasn't quite so bassy, huh? I know the one the other day was just like, it was so bassy. I was like, what are you doing, bro? This is quite the pour here, huh? I love when you get too close with that thing and it's like, nah, fam. Not having it. Left, you having fun with that crane?
Got a long boom.
It does.
I was wondering what this was. It's the tracks from the dozer.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm like, what are those little lines for? Like the rebar's glitchy? Nope.
You mean the portable lighting that I drove in there? Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome.
What dozer?
That's really expensive portable lighting.
I know, right? Hey, you know, it happens. If you need to move some dirt too, you know. It'll help you. So this is like truck number 14. And this is why I like to keep some money in the bank. Is you go broke buying concrete on these jobs. You good there, left?
Yeah, I'm making sure I can reach the rebar here in a minute.
Ah. Okay. Oh, we do have the other crane too. Oh, we should be good. 93%. We shouldn't have to pour that corner, actually. Hoping not, anyway.
Now imagine, Trent, you're sitting outside of a warehouse with a 20-foot by 24-foot garage door, and you have to feed that hose system 123 feet inside the building to pour concrete.
I'm assuming they like had to drive the truck with the boom out, right?
No.
No, really?
No, it was about 12 feet outside the door.
Wow.
That dude had, I mean, he was a professional.
That's mad skills.
No,
Right there.
laugh.
That is some mad skills. Alright, the question.
Mesh. Where's that at?
So the question is, where's our material? Oh no, I think my game just crashed.
Yep.
Dang
Yeah,
it.
'cause I couldn't get in the crane.
Hope
Oh,
we-
you were in the crane.
I hope we didn't just lose too much. Dang it, Bobby. It does this like once or twice with every time we play it, so. Although this time it didn't drag the stream down with it, so that's good. Normally it does that too, so. I bet we lost a bunch of that concrete pouring. Or did it autosave right after, chat?
Find out.
Oh. Okay. 40% poured.
I'm coming back.
I got this. It is
Oh,
a
my
little,
concrete.
little dark. You watch that?
Just saw a stream.
No. Bit of a thing. Try the back and forth method. Sarge was doing this the other day. It was working out quite well for him.
For some reason I can't get in the crane.
Which crane?
The
Can
tower
somebody get
crane.
in the concrete truck? Give me some concrete. Is that
I'm
possible?
fast traveling on the way.
And so we got this. Maybe. Sucks we lost, like, you know, all this pouring, but that's okay. It happens. This is where you need to, like, change the sensitivity on your joysticks so, like, you can slow this down quite a bit. Like, your maximum movement, but it slows it down so much. Like, that would be nice. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but that would be nice.
I'll be back.
All right. We're just gonna do this. Yeah, this is working.
All right. Well, there goes a game save. So at least
We're at
shouldn't-
54%.
we
Do what left?
Now, at least we'll be at 54% instead of 40.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, instead of 44%. Yeah. Good try. Good point. Good point. This is where I need the actual joysticks, because then, like, you know, you'd have a lot more control over, say, an Xbox controller. That's what. Fill in this a little bit here. We're just gonna turn on as much pouring as we're doing here. Just let her rip. Using Xbox style controllers for robotical robots. Wow. Wow. Imagine they have their sensitivity maybe turned down a little bit though, huh? I would hope anyway. Just saying. Yeah, this is, I think this is the way to pour a slab, right? Anybody that does this in real life, right? Is this more of a legit thing to do? I don't know.
It is, but normally you normally have a guy at the end of the hose
Sure.
on that flexible tube,
Yeah.
and he's just got big muck boots on,
Mm.
and he's just kind of moving it around and doing what they need to
Fair
do.
play. Fair play. Hey, give me some more. It's wow. Various Blow, what's up, man? How's it going? Welcome in. What I'm getting at, Bear, is it's easier to go back and forth like this than it is trying to run straight lines, like, say, in and out from your truck. In this game.
Yeah, I've not controlled that yet, so I've
Oh, because that's like 3 joystick movements to do that.
Hmm.
This right here, I'm just left stick, left and right, basically, you know, and adjust at the ends, set
Yep.
where I want it to be, and then just swing it back and forth.
I mean, you're already at 75%, and you still have a lot of bald area, so you should be able to get it pretty quick.
So until a chunk of cement gets stuck in the hose. I'm sure that's not fun.
No. That is not fun.
Yeah.
Like fun.
And see, if I go slow enough, then I'm getting like a pretty good pour here. If you go too fast, then you don't get all the way up to the top of where you're supposed to go. So, kind of interesting.
Now, what's neat about in real life is that hopper, basically whoever the concrete truck driver is, sits at the back of that hopper
Yeah.
and watches the hopper level. So when the machine is pumping, because the guy with the remote control that's inside or that's at the pour site,
Sure.
he's hitting pump or not pump, right?
Yeah.
So it's up to the truck drivers
To keep it full.
to keep it full so that it doesn't vacuum up any
Sure.
air.
Yeah, that makes sense. Left, I like the shadow from your crane right now. Just holding cargo, holding rebar, it looks like, right?
I think it's one of the ones we need.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Yeah, it's a lot easier, though, doing what I'm doing here than it is the other way that I normally would do this. Like I said, watching Sarge the other day kind of put this in my head, and I'm going to do this from now on. Especially with this big of a slab. This is huge.
You look like the Bob Ross of concrete, man. Just painting a pretty picture.
And it's all nice and even, too, isn't it? Look at that. Making it happen, chat. Making it happen. Say it. Never seen a pump hose blow up? You're missing that. I've never seen that. No, I probably need to watch some YouTube, huh? That sounds awesome and awful all at the same time, for the record. Just saying. Awful and awesome all at the same time. Control. Oh. Gotcha, Varus. Well, we went through that when I was a kid. Yeah, Carson would definitely drive the truck in here and fill this. And I mean, yeah, it's doable, but it's stupid, honestly. I don't like it at all. I want nothing to do with that, to be honest. Hey, look at that. We're done. Again.
Save it, please.
Wait. Annual save has been acquired. Normally I don't do that, but it'll work.
Sorry, the process was canceled
What?
when I tried to get in the truck over here.
Really? You not have... Well, I know you don't have perms. Which, this is one thing about the game I kind of don't like. Every time people come in, like, the same people, you have to give them... you have to give them perms every single time. Now the question is, what's that other stuff we need? It's the red... The forms. Where were those
Yeah,
at?
that's these right here.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
The orange.
Alright. Steal some off of there.
Mm-hmm.
Just bought it so it said to play nice.
All right, bring it down. Bring it down.
You're coming in there.
The joys of having two cranes on the work site. Chat. Yeah, I just go up really high. That way I'm up over left, hopefully. You don't hit too much anyway.
For some reason, I cannot get in that truck. It's odd. It's odd.
Is it because the crane's out? You see the crane out on that truck?
Yeah, the crane is out. Yeah.
Huh. That's weird. Very strange. You probably have to do some unpacking now. I had to guess. I don't know. 23% done with this job. Ed?
24 now.
Oh, really? The
Pumpers
the
in there.
pumper's legs are out too far. All I gotta do is fold up his legs and it'll be good. Oh, man. All right, bumper legs in. As you guys both run down back stuff. Watch from this guy. Whoa, hello.
Whew.
Oh, hi.
Concrete forms, am I right? Wow. This is gonna be two moves of, or a move of the pumper because we couldn't reach that corner before, and
Unless
we
you
gotta
want it, unless you want to get a bucket.
I gotta get a little farther away though because of the legs. A bucket? I don't know.
Have you guys tried one yet?
Have not. I don't know if I want to. You know, the problem was the beacons were on. We're in mode. Come on. Don't want it. Won't let me, like... There we go. Wouldn't let me put the boom in the air. You're gonna hack the game and really... Wow, Leonard.
So you're gonna have fun pouring this.
Do what?
You're gonna have fun pouring this.
Oh, this is gonna be great, left.
So you're gonna have to put your snout into these little holes.
Yeah.
Pillars.
Like a little anteater.
Somebody know? Maybe. Here you go. Got one. This is where the right trigger thing that we learned yesterday is really going to come in handy here. You hit right trigger when you want concrete. You don't hit right trigger when you don't want concrete. That's right. Welcome back. You'd hate to clean the bumper truck when the job's done, yeah?
Had to go feed Tony.
You call your dog Tony now?
I occasionally do. Yes. Even though his name is also Zach.
Hey, look at the concrete forms we got now. A little real. Billy, this is pretty cool, right? This is pretty neat. Do we want to, since we have 4 of us, do we want to get a second pumper and a second concrete truck? Because I'm not going to be able to reach all this anyway. You know what I mean?
We can do that.
Speed life up a lot.
Or we could get the bucket.
No.
I feel like Leonard and Troy are going to have to have a meeting with me later, Bear.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we might.
Troy's gonna chair it.
I think it might happen. Yeah, go ahead and let's make it happen, boys. Get another pumper and another concrete truck. Lease them both. I mean, rent them both. Because, you know, I got no money for that. Not spend the money. Lease them. Rent them. We're not gonna buy them.
All right, I'm renting them now.
Yeah. Wow. Well. Just while left. All I have to say to you. And you know, really on these farms, by the way, these walls, you couldn't sit in one spot for quite a while and just let it fill.
Uh-huh.
Saying.
Thought these materials would have been gone.
Oh yeah. Right? It is kind of weird. So one of you guys needs to get in the other truck, whatever Bear's not getting in, and then the other one of you guys needs to get in my concrete truck. And let's keep it rolling here. I know I'm not using as much as pouring a slab, but still keep a good supply going. Go. Now we can just sit here for a minute and let it fill up. It is a great part of this.
You can't reach where I'm at right now.
You what, Trent?
You're not able to reach this corner, is what you're saying?
I mean, you weren't able to reach the slab, and I had to move because the legs were a little too tight there. So, yeah, I would say I wouldn't be able to reach it now. And I'm sure, Vegas Bowl, I'm sure it works. It has its place, right? But like, this is all ground level. We can just use a pumper. If we have to use a bucket later, cool, we'll use it. But yeah. Okay. We would never do anything silly, chat. Nope. Not at all.
Wonder, can you put the pumper hose into the concrete truck and just make it recirculate?
I don't know about that, Trent. That's kind of weird.
So how do I do the right trigger trick?
Just when you want concrete, push right trigger when you're in the pumper. If you're pouring a slab, there's an option through the X menu to like turn it on. But if you're doing just like this stuff, I would just use the right trigger. Personally. And try not to figure out a easy way to pour a slab too. Mostly just go like back and forth, left to right. You set your basically your nozzle wherever you want, and then just swing back and forth until you get back to your truck. Works quite well.
That guy's really getting it with that sound.
What's that?
The little blue van that went past.
Oh. I was bumping with some music. I need some concrete. Okay, speaking of sounds, a helicopter buzz in my house. Renegade, what's going on? How are you? Doing like maneuvers out there or something? Sounds a little real. I looked outside once today for reasons, and I was like, oh, there's just like 2 fighter jets up there. No big deal. It's out for a casual flight, you know. On a Friday afternoon, why not? Okay, see, I'm getting to the point where I'm getting too close to my truck. That's one thing with a pumper. Being too close is almost as bad as being too far away. See, it's gonna fold the nozzle up and then you can't do anything. I'll have to reposition. I have to reposition, unfortunately, at some point. I empty.
Sorry.
He was busy.
Yeah, I can tell. Not good.
Left. I, you left.
Bears, this your first time running pumper?
Yep.
Fun, right?
Tedious. I'm starting to get a little bit of the only thing I'm not getting the hang of is why is the concrete coming out when I'm not asking it to?
Yeah, mine's doing it too. Don't worry. Like, it's just randomly dumping concrete everywhere now. I don't know. Right trigger thing's supposed to work, but it's just kind of has a mind of its own right now. Let's put it that way.
I think I had to, when I was over it, hold the right trigger and then let go of it. Then it would stop.
This is a new construction sim, and yes, I do like it. It came out last Tuesday, and it's a lot of fun. Troy, or not Troy, Bert, what's going on, sir? How are you? Welcome in. How's harvest going for you guys? Okay. Was not expecting that.
God damn it.
Language. Trent.
It's not me this time for sure.
That's twice in 2 days. Come on. Gosh. So chat, when Trent's not here next week, it's not because he just cussed on stream. He's busy with real life, okay? How's it going? Welcome in.
What's your profanity?
Exactly. Left. Oh, I need to
Right.
move, don't I? I'm in an awkward spot. All that material goes like right next to me. Yeah, I'm moving.
Now, Troy, and all of my transgressions, I should be on the moving up the power rankings now. All right, especially the last 2 days.
Good help must be hard to find these days. Leonard says, yeah.
They must be.
Yeah. I'm all about yesterday either. That was bad. That was real bad yesterday.
I don't know what to do about the semi over here.
One you can't get in, I'll try.
Yeah, left. Can you get in that truck right there?
I'll try to jump it. Let me get this
Nope.
concrete pump out of the way.
Might need reset.
Should you buy a concrete pump or a paver? Well, if you're doing these kind of jobs, a concrete pump is going to be a lot more useful than a paver. If you're doing the what I call the side jobs, then a paver is going to be a lot more useful. It depends what kind of jobs you're doing. We're doing the actual like campaign, and pretty much every job requires a pumper, so we're using a pumper a lot. Oh. So the front end of that truck is off the ground. And yeah, I can't get in either. So I guess we'll just unload what we can, and can we reset it somehow? Or
It's
like,
got to be a hard reset,
It
right?
should
Somewhere
reset with
off the map.
Control.
or like be able to jump in it through the. Yeah, I
Through
don't
the
know.
map.
There's too much stuff here. You can't see it, you know.
No.
Okay.
Hold on. If you highlight over, hold on. Let me try. I'll try.
Tomcat, thanks for the bits. Appreciate you.
All right, so that's that one.
They have all the early. I got you, Bert. Okay. That's what our farmers were saying the other day too. They picked all their April corn and then they were just twiddling their thumbs, you know.
It gave me the same error message on the map too.
Well, maybe after my game shuts down and starts back up. Maybe, I don't know.
Gee, thanks, Giants.
Wait, Giants.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, thanks for giving me pumps and hoses early. Oh, wait. That didn't happen. I checked my spam folder this afternoon, okay? It didn't happen yet. I checked. I did. Twice.
I could just see you there sitting, rendering videos, hitting refresh on your spam folder.
Maybe. What's it to you? Like, actually happened? Yeah.
Oh, KLF.
You're not wrong.
I see that now.
We have a lot of crane stuff. to
Yeah,
do.
you guys got a lot of craning to do. Which actually
Coming down.
gonna be a lot of concrete pumper truck here in a minute then too.
Might as well get staged.
Yep. See if I can get the trash truck in here where I want it. Trent, are you getting rain tonight?
Yep.
It drizzled here earlier today.
Concrete's at least wet. I haven't heard it, so it's not like hard rain.
Bear, try the vehicle page, like through your menu. Does that make
I'll have
sense?
to see how much rain I get
Or
tomorrow.
the vehicle fleet page.
Yeah. Actually, same. Might help, might not, don't know. If not, that truck is just stuck there forever, chat. Imagine if I reset my game, it'll probably fix it. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it must be like a very light rain.
No, same message.
Oh, that's not good. That truck is busted, chat. Busted. Okay, it happens. Oh, okay. All right, tell you what, chat. They got 19 things to put up here. Okay. Be right back, boys. Chat, I'm gonna take a very quick break. I will be back momentarily.